Hi everyone, my name is Rachel Sumner and I am the host of tonight's Club Passim live stream. In just a few moments, the Heather Pierson Duo will treat us to a set of live music, but first I wanted to take a second and tell you a little bit about Club Passim and our mission. Passim's a nonprofit organization and we've been around for over 60 years. In normal times, we put on shows practically every night in an intimate little basement in Harvard Square, located in Cambridge, Massachusetts. The club itself has been dark since last March, but we've managed to move everything online, including all of the shows like these. We've been putting on shows practically every night here on Facebook and on YouTube, and we've also managed to move our entire School of Music online as well. In fact, we do have an upcoming semester beginning next week. We've got classes for mandolin, banjo, guitar, bluegrass. We've got ensembles, Celtic ensemble, old time ensemble, and we have a couple artist themed classes, which this semester it's the band, the songs of the band, and the songs of Tom Petty. So if that piques your interest, check it out. Go to passim.org/classes. Oh, we also have a Bob Dylan birthday workshop led by Emma Swift, the wonderful Emma Swift. So definitely check that out. And register today. We'll be adding more workshops throughout, so you can always double check back and see what we've got planned. Tonight we are suggesting a donation of $18, and that's a ticket price. It's what you would pay if you were seeing Heather in the club. Just go to passim.org/stream and donate there. There's a yellow donate link in the middle of the page. Click on that and you'll be supporting both Heather and Club Passim. Keep in mind that the pandemic has been affecting artists particularly hard since touring income has been completely depleted. So these online shows are the main way that musicians are making their living right now. So please do go to passim.org/stream and donate to support Heather as she shares her craft with us. If you can't give $18, that's okay. Anything helps, and we greatly appreciate it. If you can't give it all right now, we understand times are tough. There are some ways that you can show your support that don't cost money. For instance, a really, really big one is sharing this stream with your friends and your family. It makes a huge impact on our ability to reach an audience and increase donations. So take a second. If you're on Facebook, hit that share button. If you're on YouTube, copy and paste that share link and send it to your friends and your family. Start a watch party. These videos are also available for replay afterwards, so definitely spread the word and get folks watching this show with us. Another way that you can support artists is by signing up for their email lists and also following them on social media. Pardon me. Patreon is another way that you can support artists, and in fact Heather has a Patreon, and I'm sure she'll talk more about that and other ways that you can directly support her. This is likely going to last for a while, and we need to keep doing what we can to support artists that bring so much richness to our community. So please, thank you. passim.org/stream. All right, now for the main event. I'm really excited to introduce to you the Heather Pierson Duo.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. 2, 3, 4. Too many things have tried to stand in my way, and too many times I've had to push them away. And there's too many voices asking me, why do I even try to reach for the golden ring, to reach out to strangers and sing? Well, singing ain't just something that I do. Singing is a thing that sees me through. I'm gonna sing my song out loud and proud. I'm gonna raise my voice above the crowd. 'Cause singing is a thing that sees me through. some people say that dreams are best unchased, and others like me instead would say, what a waste. I don't know what lies ahead, but I know I've got to try to reach for the golden ring, to find the courage to sing, 'cause singing ain't just something that I do. Singing is the thing that sees me through. I'm gonna sing my song out loud and proud. I'm gonna raise my voice above the crowd. Singing is the thing that sees me through every day, and every song is a candle that lights along my way. Don't ever let anybody hold you down. Don't ever let your fears push you around. 'Cause you have a voice inside of you, so raise it to the sky, and you can reach for anything. Just let your heart song ring. Well, singing ain't just something that I do. Singing is the thing that sees me through. If it's a crowd of 1,000 or a party of one, I'm gonna keep on singing till my days are done. 'Cause singing is the thing that sees me through. Singing is the thing that sees me through. Thank you all so much. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you taking time on your Thursday night to be with us. And thanks to Club Passim for letting us have a party tonight. Let's see. I'm going to sing you a song. It's basically a life story told in about 2.5 minutes. Day that I turned 21, I hated nearly everyone except that phony friend in my hand. I could knock them back with the best of them, but just like all the rest of them, I couldn't see beyond the end of my nose. Goodness knows how I'm still here. The old man had just turned 51 when the cancer's evil work was done and left Mom and me with no place to stand. And from the booze I was set free, but she chose not to follow me. My love and her fear came to blows. Goodness knows how I'm still here. Some call it luck, some call it grace. I think I'm just more stubborn than most. But like Mama used to say, I come by it honestly. The day that I turned 31, my mother finished up her run. Her hourglass had run out of sand. And it'd been years since we had spoken. Both our weary hearts were broken. I'm alone now on the road I chose. Goodness knows how I'm still here. Yeah. Some call it grace. I think I'm just more stubborn than most. But like Mama used to say, I come by it honestly. And now that I've seen 41, my fighting years are far from done, and the earth is truly the promised land. But still no shadows speak to me, each day less convincingly to reach for the thorn and not the rose. Goodness knows, I'm so glad I'm still here. Yeah. Thank you all very much.
Tea time.
Yes, tea time. How's everybody doing out there? Let us know in the comments. I see some familiar names popping up. Nice to see everybody out there. Just do another check on the old tuning here. This is a song that was written in the what I think of as the before times, when we could safely gather in noisy bars and restaurants with bands and corners being kind of sort of paid attention to, but not really. And we've spent our fair share in those noisy corners, and a lot of times we find ourselves as musicians in situations where people are cheering, but maybe not for something that we did, but something that happened on the screen above our heads, that kind of a thing. This is a song I wrote kind of based on some people watching in situations like that. And those times are coming again. 1, 2, 1. So many bar fights buzzing around my stool, nursing my water and trying not to lose my cool. Like this one who has big brown eyes, but he don't like talking around and look at my thighs. I had to talk nice, you know, you really ought to give it a chance. He said he'd rather drink and dance. Drink and dance. He's gonna have another drink and try to find a little romance. Drink and dance. Drink and dance. Well, some would say that he's thrown his life away, because all he does is drink and dance. And I watched this big blonde woman stagger up to the bar, and she shot me a look that was brighter than a shooting star. She laughed at me and said, "Hey, what's your deal? You look like a kid who lost her happy meal." I said, "Thinking's nice, you know, you really ought to give it a chance." She said she'd rather drink and dance. Drink and dance. She's gonna have another drink and try to find a little romance. Drink and dance. Drink and dance. Some would say that she's thrown her life away, 'cause all she does is drink and dance every Friday night at the same old bar by the same stoplight. Well, maybe she's right. Maybe I should loosen up and have a little fun tonight. Yeah, you think? I said, "Hey, brown eyes, you're invited to me." 2 minutes later, neither one of them had missed a beat. And I went and put down said matchmaking's nice. You know, I'm really glad I gave it a chance. Now I watch them drink and dance. Drink and dance. They're gonna have another drink and try to find a little romance. Drink and dance. Drink and dance. Some would say that I throw my life away, 'cause I don't like to drink and dance. Don't like to drink and dance. No. Don't like to drink and dance. Don't like to drink and dance.
So I'm wondering if everybody experienced those little connection issues.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a look over here.
Yeah,
Say hi to some folks.
I just want to see if we should be on Ethernet rather than Wi-Fi, and I just want to confirm.
All right.
Yeah, we're on
This is-
Ethernet.
This is the glamorous part of live streaming.
Oh,
All right. Well. All right. We're gonna step out of this room and be right back.
Hi, folks. Oh, it's the beauty of live streaming. Heather Pierson Duo sounding so good, and then internet connection issues. Thank you for sticking with us. They're just going to pop out of the room and come back in, do a nice little restart, and we'll get back to the music. If you are enjoying what you're hearing, please give a suggested donation of $18 or really anything helps at passim.org/stream. We are working on the connectivity issue, so stick with us. Thank you so much for your support and lending an ear. Oh, good. Thank you, Louise. It happens. We'll hang in. Yes, it does happen. All right, but we are working on it. Let's see. Let me tell you a little bit about some of the upcoming classes that we have. I'm the School of Music manager, so I've been planning that, and this is where my brain is. And while we're waiting for Heather to come back on, might as well tell you a little bit about some of our offerings. We've got an excellent new songwriting instructor, Naomi Westwater, joining us, and she's got 2 classes. She's got a beginning songwriting class and an intermediate songwriting class. We also have an instrumental tune writing class, so if you are a tunesmith or if you are a songwriter who wants to work on your melodic writing, that is a great class. Every week you get a new prompt and you write a new tune and you use different approaches to it. It's really wonderful. We also have some old classics like the Bluegrass Ensemble, the Celtic Ensemble, and the Old Time Ensemble, which are really, really fun. The Blues Ensemble Prep with Lloyd Thayer is also really wonderful. And then we have like instrument-themed classes. So if you want to learn more fiddle tunes, Louise Bicken teaches the beginning fiddle class. And in fact, I just did a teacher feature with her earlier today, and that was really fun, and we talked about that. Here's Heather. Okay, we're going to get back to the show. So thank you guys so much for sticking with us, and we'll go on from.
all right.
Hey everybody, so sorry about that. I don't know what's happening. I don't
Yeah.
know what's happening. But we're gonna keep our fingers crossed and stand on our heads if we need to.
We got word from other folks in the house that the internet has been kind of wonky here today.
Yeah, so we're
We
gonna.
are on Ethernet, so yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, well, the show must go on
It must.
somehow. I know she gave you a pretty rough ride. Get up on that horse again. I know it's easy to let things slide. Get up on that horse again. The road is bumpy Mr. Chanel on the bass. The road is bumpy, narrow and long. The ones who built sang the same damn song. There's no escaping the hand you've been dealt. There ain't a soul among us who hasn't felt what you felt. So would you rather just give up without having tried? Or get up on that horse again? Get up on that horse again. Yeah, how are we doing out there? How are we doing? Uh-oh, looks like we're having some, it's working. It's working. Somehow it's working.
Yeah, there was some. I saw there were some hiccups.
Yeah. There's no accounting for, I don't know, packet loss? Is that what that is? Is that what's happening? Let's see.
Let's just call it packet loss. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll blame it on packet loss. Here's a song I wrote. I have no idea who it's about. Maybe you know who it's about. If so, let me know in the comments. 1, 2, My father left us on a Monday. On Tuesday, the telephone rang. On Wednesday night, he came back. And all day Thursday, how my mother sang. But Friday night was coming, and Daddy was the prowling kind. The whole damn weekend came and went, but Daddy never paid us no mind. He had to get up and go, so he got up and went. All the mama's time and loving so foolishly spent, always hoping that Daddy would come home from wherever he went. He had to get up and go, so he got up and went. Mama cried all day that Monday, and on Tuesday she answered the phone. She let that mean old Daddy come back, 'cause she didn't like sleeping alone. But the bed was cold by Friday, and all the bills were coming up due. I watched her hang her head and cry as if there weren't a damn thing she could do. He had to get up and go, so he got up and went. All of Mama's time and loving so foolishly spent, always hoping that Daddy would come home from wherever he went. He had to get up and go, so he got up and went. We'll line up the ponies at the starting gate and fire that start and go. he took us to the church in town. Oh, he even put on his suit and tie. And he promised that he'd stick around. But no fear of God Almighty or any warning about a lake of fire was enough to keep Daddy at home, 'cause he was a liar. He had to get up and go. So he got up and went. All of his time and money so foolishly spent, always hoping that the horses and the carts would make the rent. He had to get up and go. So he got up and went. He had to get up and go. Get up and go. That no good gambling so-and-so?
Looks like everything's stable now. Hopefully.
I think so, yeah. Thanks, everybody, for your patience. Yeah, what a year this has been, huh? We're all, I think we're all still finding our growing edge with all this technology and all these
So
ways.
dependent on our internet, on our
Yeah.
broadband more than ever.
I know, isn't it amazing? Yeah. Let's, I'm going to do another one on piano. This is a blues that I wrote to try to pay homage to two of my favorite pianists, Dr. John and Dave Brubeck. And all that really means is that I wrote a blues you can't dance to. But I dare you to try. I can't see you, so go ahead and dance. Dance like no one's watching, like they say. The gumbo's too hot and you cooked it too long. The gumbo's too hot and you think you've gone and done it, but you done it all wrong. Too hot and you cooked it too long. The gumbo's too hot and you cooked it too long. You think you've gone and done it, but you done it all wrong. The gumbo's too hot, but your biscuits are fine. The gumbo's too hot, but your biscuits are fine. Glad that you're mine. Ah, yeah. That one's a hot mess. It's fun.
There's no mess about it.
Yeah, it's messing around.
I may have sped it up a tiny bit.
That's all right.
Just a tiny bit.
I forgive you. I forgive you. How's everybody doing out there? Hi, Kurt. Thanks very much for that. Hey, Joshua. Nice to see you.
Josh LeClaire?
Yeah.
Hey.
Could you pass me my guitar, please?
Shout out to Josh LeClaire. He's been around since the beginning of our streaming days.
Yeah.
Just over 1 year ago.
Yeah.
I believe it was.
I believe so. Yeah. We
So thanks, Josh LeClaire.
So those of you who aren't familiar, every Saturday, basically since everything started in March of last year, Sean and I have been streaming from right here in our home. Every Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern, we call it the Saturday Afternoon Special, and we take requests. Let me think about what song we're doing here. Oh no, I'm capoed up here. We call it the Saturday Afternoon Special, and we take requests for everything from Carole King to Chopin. And it's a lot of fun. We'll be back here this coming Saturday. You can go to my website, heatherpearson.com, and follow us on the relevant social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all that. And you can get links to our live streams. And for those of you who don't know, we are up here in Conway, New Hampshire. We're in the White Mountains, which is anybody who's been here knows it's a very beautiful place with the mountains and the nice clear rivers. And this is a song I wrote a number of years ago when we were on the road and I was feeling a little homesick. It's called Ain't Gotten Around. 2, 3, 4. Another clear morning, another bluebird sky, another day of letting things go. I've heard my share of laughter and all the tears I've cried. I'm quite sure that I've seen more than most. I'll tell you why I hide myself away in these mountains, 'cause there's a whole world of hurt beyond that ridge. I'm sure some folks out there are happy, and I'm sure they'd mean me well, but I just ain't gotten around to building that bridge. No, I just ain't gotten around to building that bridge. Well, I ain't much for drama. I've heard it all before, and I don't wear my heart up on my sleeve. With these four walls around me and all that beauty at my door, how in heaven's name could I ever leave? I'll tell you why I hide myself away in these mountains. 'Cause the world is full of things that I don't need. I'm sure the land out there is fertile, and I'm sure the grass is green, but I just ain't gotten around to planting those seeds. No, I just ain't gotten around to planting those seeds. That big old moon is rising, and all the chores are done. My belly's full and the fire's dying down. My eyes are growing heavy, myself away in these mountains, 'cause the world ain't exactly how it seems. I'm sure some folks would tell you different, and I reckon it might be true, but I just ain't gotten around to having those dreams. No, I just ain't gotten around to having those dreams. Yeah, thank you all so much. So we're gonna play you a newer song, although if you're tuning in and hearing us for the first time, then I suppose they're all new songs. This is a newer one for us. Let's see. Hi, Allie. Hi, Jamie. Just want to say hi to some folks that are tuning in. We really appreciate you. Appreciate you tuning in. This is a song I started writing in my head a couple of years back. I was on a silent retreat, and this question just kept coming to mind again and again and again. And a song came out of it. Goes wrong, am I willing to let it go? And the happiness I feel when someone sings along, am I willing to let it go? The spark of recognition in a friendly gaze, am I willing to let it go? Or the thoughtlessness of strangers who are standing in the way, am I willing to let it go? I can't take it with me, and I can't take it back. The memory is all that's left to show, and every breath I take is one less I will make. How many more I get, I'll never know. So am I willing to let it go? The feeling that I've worked so hard and I've paid my dues, am I willing to let it go? And the heartbreak that I feel when my ego takes a bruise, am I willing to let it go? When I'm feeling giddy like a playful little girl, am I willing to let it go? Or when I'm feeling anxious about the ever-changing world, am I willing to let it go? I can't take it with me, and I can't take it back. Memory is all that's left to show, and every breath I take is one less I will make. How many more I get, I'll never know. So can I let it go? Can I let it go? strong and faithful in my chest? Am I willing to let it go? And all the efforts I have made to do my very best, am I willing to let it go? 'Cause I can't take it with me and I can't take it back. The memory is all that's left to show. And every breath I take is one less I'll make. How many more I get, I'll never know. So am I willing to let it go? Yeah. Thank you very much. I'll do one more on the Soul Gibson before I put it to bed for the night. This is a song I wrote to remind myself that I'm lucky that I get to complain about things. Because people do like to complain. I should speak for myself. I like to complain sometimes. Sometimes it feels good to, air your grievances.
Yeah, it's a basic human need.
Yeah, for expression. But sometimes I just gotta remind myself that, I'm lucky that I get to complain about anything. Including how difficult it is to keep the soul guitar in tune.
T-Mubs can't complain.
Nope, they can't. Nope, they really can't. I think that's it. So, yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, Old man winter can be such a pest. I just shoveled off the front porch. I'll let the sunlight do the rest. And underneath the snow, seeds wait to grow. How do they know? It's anyone's guess. The rains in April become the flowers in the spring. The world wakes up and every creature with a voice starts to sing. I try not to complain every time it starts to rain, and instead remember all the goodness that it brings. Because isn't it a miracle to be alive? To feel that spark of passion along your spine. Whether it's evolved this way or been some grand design, I'm gonna take this life and make it mine. But the springtime rains can be so cold, so I try not to hit those frogs as they jump out in the road. I pray that they might find a safer place and kind around the next turn. If I may be so bold to say, isn't it a miracle to be alive? To feel that spark of passion along your spine. Whether it's evolved this way or been some grand design, I'm gonna take this life and make it mine. Hey. And summer's long hot days will give way to fall, and slowly paint a picture on the forest so tall. In a slumber so deep, Mother Earth goes back to sleep. Isn't it amazing that she wakes up at all? Isn't it a miracle to be alive? To feel that spark of passion along your spine. Whether it's evolved this way or been some grand design, I'm gonna take this life and make it mine. So whether it's evolved this way or been some grand design, I'm gonna take this life and make it mine. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, love. All right, I'm gonna play an instrument that I forgot to check in sound check. Sorry, Rachel. Let me know if your ears start bleeding. This is one of my favorite instruments. Let's see.
Here.
This is a song about
Sorry about the noise. Well, you have to sing too, so
I
that
do
might
have to
be a little
sing
too
too.
far away.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe split the difference. This is a true story. Every single word of this song is the gospel truth. They got married in Miami on a Friday afternoon. He was nervous as could be. She was over the moon. They didn't bother with flowers or a big white wedding cake. And in less than an hour, all others they swore to forsake. Well, some said it would never last, and I might have been inclined to agree. But when a boy meets a girl, his whole damn world comes to life. The courtship was world record fast. They were both swept off of their feet. And after date number 3, he asked her to be his wife. So they got married in Miami, so in love, but just a little too soon. The day before her birthday on an Oklahoma Friday afternoon. Yeah, they got married in Miami, Oklahoma. They met over dinner and shots, and true love they both thought they found. Then after just 12 days, they decided to say I do. But the fire was swift and hot, and it burned right down to the ground. And by the time I arrived, the romance in life was through. She used to warn me about Miami, saying, don't you dare do the same. Make sure you know your man before you go and take his name. Yeah. Song about my mom and dad.
Tea time.
It is tea time. And speaking of which, it's you can take a little break now if you like.
All right.
I'm going to play a song all by my lonesome.
Here's to a hopefully stable connection.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. And as Rachel mentioned at the beginning, there is a link. There's a way to donate, which supports both us and Club Passim. And it's been very humbling over the last year to make our living entirely at the generosity of other people, and I don't take that for granted. So I'm very grateful for your ears and your hearts tonight. It's Thursday, which at HPHQ is Patreon Day. Every Thursday I post something new to my Patreon, and folks can join that for as little as $1 a month. There are no tiers. And everybody gets everything, including monthly hangouts on Zoom and lots of other good stuff. So if you're curious, you can visit the link that you see displayed there. All right, enough of all that business stuff. Let's get back to the music. This is, so maybe during COVID you have been studying new things, learning new things, or maybe revisiting things that you once did. I have spoken with people who have started taking piano lessons or started playing the piano again. So I want to dedicate this next song to everybody who has ever taken piano lessons, and in particular have taken lessons with the John Thompson Teaching Little Fingers to Play. Those were the ones that I learned from when I was just a wee lass. And so you'll recognize some of the musical storytelling in this song as well. Front room that overlooked the yard, along the back wall, standing like a guard, was the big brown box that helped me make sense of the world. He found it at the dump and brought it home to me, and that was all it took to set my young mind free. And the big brown box helped me make sense of the world. He taught me lines and spaces. She taught me how to read faces. The house was always so cold, and the ashtray always full, and every word she said scratched at me like wool. Brown box helped me make sense of it all, but I was always unsure of how I ought to be, and somehow it seemed that wasn't up to me. And the big brown box helped me make sense of it all. He taught me lines and spaces. She taught me how to read faces. As soon as I'd sit down, I'd close my eyes and play. What a beautiful pain to wish everything else away, except the big brown box that helped me make sense of the world. And now that they've all gone, the old piano too, I hope I've got what it takes to follow what is true. Brown box showed me how to be in the world. He taught me lines and spaces. She taught me how to read faces. He taught me lines and spaces. She taught me how to read faces. Thank you. Thanks, love. So I don't know if I ever properly introduced this fella here. I think I mentioned his name when we were having our connection issues. But this is Sean Netto on the bass. Well, standing next to the bass. He's not actually on the bass. Yeah. The other half of what makes this whole thing work. We're going to do a song that I wrote for a star in the sky. This is a song I wrote many years ago when I was still living in Maine. I grew up in Maine, and I had gotten home late one evening, and it was a very, very cold winter night, you know, just so cold that your nose hairs freeze like instantly as soon as you step outside. And I was standing in the driveway just looking up at the night sky, just completely just blown away by the clarity and the brilliance of the stars. And I started thinking about the fact that some of the stars that we see in the night sky very likely do not exist anymore, which is kind of an amazing thing to think about. And it brought to mind something that one of my favorite people, Carl Sagan, once said. And he said that we are a way for the cosmos to know itself, which is such an amazing thing to contemplate. So put all those things in here and wrote a song called Starlight. A single star thrown out into space, offering up what little light you have. Over millions of miles, for millions of years, and you could be gone now, but your light still shines on your behalf. Sparkling like water in a stream, a beam of light so delicate and so long. I can only hope to be like you and keep on shining long after I'm gone. I'm amazed you were here, and still I can see you so clearly. Your light is so bright that it burns right through this winter night. I can't be afraid of the dark of night as long as there is starlight. We are single souls thrown out into space, offering up our little light while we can. Our time is so brief, in a little while we'll all be gone. So let your light shine now for every woman, child, and man. And the fact that you're here and that I can see you so clearly, it's nothing short of a miracle. It's something so rare and beautiful. I can't be afraid of the coming night. No, we can't be afraid to shine our light. No, we can't be afraid to live our lives as long as there is starlight. Yeah, thanks everybody. Once again, Sean Netto on the bass, and I'm Heather, and we have one more song for you. We're gonna leave you with a little taste of my version of church. Whenever I say no to hatred, I'm saying yes, yes, yes to love. Whenever I say no to hatred, I'm saying yes, yes, yes to love. I'm not turning my back on anything. I am opening my arms to the world. So whenever I say no to hatred, I'm saying yes, yes, yes to love. Whenever I say no to sadness, I'm saying yes, yes, yes to joy. Whenever I say no to sadness, I'm saying yes, yes, yes to joy. I'm not turning my back on anything. I am opening my arms to the world. So whenever I say no to hatred, I'm saying yes, yes, yes to joy. Well, sometimes it's easier to give up the fight. Sometimes it's so hard to do what is right, but I won't lose sight of love. Yeah. Well, sometimes it's easier to give up the fight. Sometimes it's so hard to do what is right. Yeah, sometimes it's easy to get lost in the night. Sometimes it's so hard to reach for the light. Yeah, sometimes it's easy to give up the fight. Sometimes it's so hard to do what is right, but I won't lose sight of love. I'm not turning my back on anything. I am opening my arms to the world. So whenever I say no to hatred, I'm saying yes, yes, yes to love. That's your part. I'm saying yes, yes, yes to love. I'm saying yes, yes, yes to love. Yeah, I'm saying yes, yes, yes to love. Yeah, I'm saying yes, yes, yes to love. Go. I'm saying yes, yes, yes. I'm saying yes, yes, yes. I'm saying yes. I'm saying yes. I'm saying yes to love. Yeah, yeah. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Club Passim. Thank you. We love you. Take good care. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the Heather Pierson Duo. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you to Heather and Sean for that amazing set. definitely follow Heather at heatherpearson.com. Check out her Patreon, patreon.com/Heather Pierson. And of course, if you enjoyed this, we have a suggested donation of $18, but anything helps. Please support both Heather and Passim by donating at passim.org/stream. I've dropped the link in the comments section, so definitely check that out. Thank you again so much for tuning in and for being here. We're so thrilled to be putting on live music in this way. We've got some great shows coming up, and we hope you'll join us on Saturday here. They're all here, by the way, all on YouTube and Facebook. On Saturday, we've got Live from New York with Edie Carey, Teddy Goldstein, Ann Heaton, and Andrew Kerr, and that will be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Sunday, we've got The Accidentals. They've got an EP release with very special guests: Kim Ritchie, Dar Williams, Maria Sharp, and Tom Paxton. Lots of Passim favorites right there. So definitely tune into that. That'll be at 8 p.m. on Sunday. On Monday, Passim Monday Discovery Series, we've got the Iguana Music Fun Night, and that will be at 8 p.m. And it'll be a variety of our Iguana Fund grantees. They're going to share some music and talk about the projects that they're using the Iguana Fund grant toward. And then Tuesday, we've got a very special virtual open mic. It'll be non-English language songs. I believe it will be hosted by Elisa Amador. And then Wednesday, we've got Dietrich Strauss, who will be live from the club at 8 p.m., starting a little residency with us. So we've got great stuff coming up. Share this video with all your friends and family. It will be up here on YouTube and our Facebook channels, and donations will be open. Thank you again so much to Heather and to Sean and to all of you for watching. We hope you have a wonderful evening.